right now, DJ Roy, we have a very special guest. He's a Jamaican actor, and he was born and raised in White Plains, New York, but his mother is from a place called Jacks River in St. Mary, Jamaica. And he has an interesting start to his acting career, which you'll hear names like Oprah Winfrey being mentioned. And he has gone on to star in Law and Order, also Batwoman, where he plays the Joker, and a number of other credits to his name. He's here in Jamaica, and we have him with us right now. Good morning and welcome, Nick Creegan.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm in the lovely island. As you just said, I'm on Tower Isle right now, enjoying some sun, about to eat some ackee and saltfish.
Yo. I like how that sounds, Nick. I really do.
yeah. Doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, man. You're speaking with Richard B. That's me. And DJ Roy is in New York City, allowing you to be heard across the tri-state area. You might want to say hello to him.
Much appreciated. DJ Roy, well gone. How are you?
Everything good. But you know what I'm expecting from you now, right? After the oxtail video, we need an ackee and saltfish video now too.
Oh, you need an ackee and saltfish video, huh?
We're gonna need an ackee and saltfish video.
All right, so I'm big on manifestation and speaking things into existence, right? So the oxtail gravy video got me to meet Oprah and get on TV. So I'm gonna say, if I make an ackee and saltfish video, Denzel Washington will see it and say, yo, I want to have breakfast with this dude and make a film with him.
So what we're really saying is, if Oxtail did it as well as it did, imagine what would happen if you do ackee and saltfish. You know what I mean? How does it feel to be home, Nick?
Oh, it feels great. It feels really great, Richie. You know, I got here yesterday, so landed in Mo Bay yesterday. Took a while, you know, with the COVID restrictions and everything, took a while to get out of the airport. But once I touched the sun, I just felt rejuvenated. You know, I've been in Vancouver, as you said, shooting Batwoman for the past 6 months. So we just wrapped a couple days before Christmas. And I was just in the cold. You know what I mean? I enjoyed filming and everything, but I really needed to just recharge, reconnect, get some good food, some sun, some seawater, you know what I mean? It's been nice being home.
Yeah, man. You know, the part you play, the Joker in the Batwoman series, puts you in a whole different league, because you are in fact the first black man to have played that role. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. It is quite the honor to be the very first. Funny story, actually. I met someone who also played the Joker a few weeks ago. I was in Miami for Art Basel, and I'm at this party, and one of my friends called me from across the party and said, hey, I have someone I want you to meet. I go over there, and Jared Leto is over there, who played the Joker in Suicide Squad in the film. So, you know, being able to break bread with Jared and be able to share the fact that I'm the first black man to be playing the Joker, and to be welcomed by his, you know, welcoming energy was great. You know, he gave me a few tips on the character. I got to speak to him about how he portrayed it, and yeah, you know, it's just been awesome to be able to be an inspiration to young black and brown boys and girls around the globe, to let them know that there is no dream that's too big. You know, I dressed up as the Joker for Halloween back in 2015, and I look back at those pictures not realizing that I would be able to see them later, seeing myself actually portray this character on television. So it's been a whirlwind of emotions. You know, it feels very good. Obviously, Jamaicans are a very, very proud people. So being able to be in the Gleaner and in the Observer, getting interviewed by you two, it's incredible.
Yeah, man. One more before DJ Roy asks you a couple of questions. Are you actually doing what you really always wanted to have done, Nick?
It's interesting you asked that, Richie, because, you know, as a young kid, I grew up watching with my grandma in New York. I grew up watching a couple things. My grandmother, like many Jamaican women, she was a very spiritual woman. So she loved her religious programs, but she also loved to watch the Oscars and the news. And every year we would watch the Oscars together, and I would see people do their speeches. And I remember thinking to myself, damn, one day I would really love to be on stage doing something like this, accepting an award and inspiring people. And I remember it was Jamie Foxx's Oscar speech when he thanked his grandmother and he broke down. that I thought to myself, one day I'm going to be doing that. I just had that inclination from a long time ago. And sometimes we get veered away from our passions because society tells us that those passions are too unrealistic. So I went down the path of traditional journalism. I was a writer and a interviewer, like you two. Actually, I didn't do radio, but I was doing writing and television for journalism. And I always had the itch to get back into the acting thing because I did it in college for fun. And one thing led to another. The oxtail gravy video that I made went viral, and I had the opportunity to be in an Oprah Winfrey series. And after that, it was pretty much, you know, just what I really wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you prepare for a role like the Joker? It's such an iconic role. You know, we've been watching Batman and actually reading the cartoons from well, little boy. How do you prepare yourself? Do you do the research and go back to the cartoon days? Do you go back to the comic days? And who is your favorite Joker?
Yeah, that's all right. So to start it, you know, it's interesting. I love the Batman animated series, the one that used to come on back in the 90s. It was a very dark cartoon, but it was very much enjoyable for me. And I always rooted for the villains because the villains are what make things interesting. If there were only good guys in comics, there would be nothing interesting about them. There would be nothing to save, right? So you know, once I got the role and I found out that I would be playing the Joker, I did go back and I looked at the animated series again. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Dark Knight, which starred Heath Ledger as the Joker. So I did my research on how they did it, but I wanted to make sure that I put my own interpretation into it, and also being the first black man to play it, you know, better add a little flavor, a little sauce, right? So
some St. Mary, some Mary vibes.
Yeah,
vibes. Jack's River vibes.
But yeah, I did my own research, and to answer your question, my favorite Joker would probably have to be Joaquin Phoenix. I know Heath Ledger's role was incredible, but the thing that I loved about Joaquin's interpretation was that you got to see the arc of how the Joker was even created. You know, he was an underlooked, overlooked person in society who was invisible to many. And you saw how the pressure of the world can force somebody to break. And you got to see Joaquin Phoenix's character break into the Joker. So I loved the origin of it all with Joaquin's transformation.
All right, Richie?
Yeah. We're talking, by the way, if you just joined us, we're talking here with Nick Creegan, and he's, of course, set to receive an award. By the way, how proud of you of this upcoming award that you're going to be receiving in early January next year? You're going to be the recipient of the 2021 Impact Award at this Blue and Bougie event in New York City. How proud are you of that?
Shout out to the Blue and Bougie group and Jerry and all those great people over there. You know, when I got the message from them that I'd be receiving this award, it was kind of out of the blue. I was a little shocked. I was like, wow, you know, where is this coming from? And Jerry told me he had been watching my stuff for a while. So that was really humbling to hear. But just, you know, I have to say, I'd never expected in my life to be awarded the same award that Bounty Killer did get as well. So I didn't have to make music to get that. So it feels really good.
Yeah.
And Richie, what is also, it's a homecoming for him because it's in that area of White Plains where they keep most of the Blue and Bougie events.
Yes.
And I tell you this now, Nick, you have to dress proper, you know, when you talk about Jamaicans come out in them Sunday best. We come out for Blue and Bougie.
You know, me I come out in my steppers and all them shirt clean, pants clean.
And you better be able to dance as well, because I've been seeing some videos, and those patrons, man, they kick up a storm on the dance floor. So be prepared, Nick. I'm just helping you as a friend.
I appreciate it, Richie. I'll make sure I get some practice in. You know, my nieces, they love TikTok, so maybe they can teach me a couple moves.
All right.
I'm up to date.
Of all the roles that you've done, though, what would you say would be your dream role? Have you given much thought to that?
Honestly, Richie, you know, right now I just wrapped up a project of my dream role. Playing the Joker is something I would have never imagined to be done in my first 3 years of acting. You know, I've only taken the career seriously for 3 years, and to be given this opportunity and the responsibility that comes along with it was just an incredible honor. I'm living my dream right now. You know, I have to say that I'm currently living in the moment. You know, I try not to think too far into the future, because if you live right now, then you're living your dreams out anyway. So I have to say I'm living my dream role right now. The Joker is one of the most iconic roles to be ever played by any actors. And when I look at the list, Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix, Jared Leto, Cesar Romero, it's like I'm among the greats.
Yeah.
So I think this is my dream role, to be honest.
Yeah. Fantastic, fantastic. Maybe one of these days we'll hear a little bit more reggae or even dancehall in one of these films that you're a part of.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because as I'm in Jamaica right now, I've already been to a few places where I'm like, you know, this would be an amazing place to film something other than James Bond, you know?
Okay. Yes.
Like, I think if we had the budget to do a really cool adventure comedy or action movie that spans across the US and Jamaica, I think that would be an incredible film. You know, I'd love to star in that. So whoever's listening or watching that has some producing funds and you want to get on the line, definitely call me.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't know exactly how much beauty is in Jamaica. A lot of people who travel here only go to the resorts and they stay there, and that's cool and everything, but this island, just driving along the coast from St. Mary all the way to Portland or Port Antonio, being able to see what this beauty actually is incredible. So I think being able to have that on film would be cool.
All right, all right. Parting shot, DJ Roy, you want to ask one more?
I just want to say, you know, as a Jamaican abroad and seeing, you know, all that you've been through and where you are right now, we are extremely proud. And sky's the limit for you, my friend, and anything we can do here at Bridge 99 and Irie Jam Radio to continue. And you talk about speaking things into existence. So what you just said, let's hope that comes into existence, my friend, because we do need some more of our island being shown, and not just a tourist spot and not just James Bond Beach. We want to also be able to go into the garrisons. A lot of movies that are shot in America, they go into the garrisons and the ghettos of Brooklyn and Bronx and Queens and Manhattan, and we don't get to see that in you know, major movies, you know, unless it's a news report. So
Right.
I'm hoping that you speak that into existence, my friend, so people can see all of Jamaica. But Bridget, pro there.
Proud of you, Nick. Proud of you. Congratulations on all your successes. There are many females who are listening right now. I have to ask you this, Nick. Are you very clear in understanding the impact that you have on females, including my producer and others here at the station?
You know, Richie, as long as I can make them smile and have a good day and feel good about themselves, then I feel good about myself too. So as long as it's positive, good vibes, you know, then yeah, I love that.
I can't tell you on air all the messages that I'm getting to share with you, bro. But just understand that the ladies love you a lot.
If you're a good friend, yeah, send out that message.
They're coming. They're coming. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Jamaica, and congratulations on your iconic award at Blue and Bougie. Best wishes going forward. May 2022 be your best year yet, Nick. All the best to you, man.
I appreciate you, Richie. DJ Roy, thank you very much, and much love.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Fantastic stuff there, DJ Roy.
Indeed, indeed. And that Blue and Bougie event is no normal. It's a calendar event. It's an amazing event. Ladies, everybody come out in blue.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a Blue and Bougie.
Oh, yeah.
Even the drinks, they have a signature Blue and Bougie drink.
Are you
Richie.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow. It is definitely on the lips of everyone. Big ups to the promoters, and congratulations again to Nick Creegan.